Welcome. So this chapter is pretty straightforward. We have Heath, and we have Louise. Louise is very important for the speed she has to be able to one-round people. This chapter, Louise is one of the most important units we have. But Heath is going to be also very important because he's our lord. And we have to use our lord, right? No, you don't. But in this playthrough, I actually recommend using your lords for an LTC of this. And Heath will deal chip damage to him. He will go that way. And we do take a little bit, we take a huge chunk, because all these archers are, because there are archers everywhere. Then I was eating for a bit. And we send Louise, get that. And then we use a vulnerary on our trade. So we use the vulnerary, and then we go to that door. And we wait here. Wait, no, I usually do wait, but I forgot to wait that time. So I do a lot of damage. Next turn, he will run to get his vulnerary, then I will attack. And that's it done in 6 turns. You'd expect, because Heath is a mount, you'd expect him to do it way faster. Well, I'd actually have to say that's pretty much impossible. The only way you can do that is if you dodge every arrow from all of them. In fact, usually when I was trying that method, it'd be 7 turns. And that was wire killed in 6 turns. And this is 100% gross. So, yes. So you can imagine that our main lord of Heath is going to be really good. And that was that. So, next up, we have the chapter 7. I mean, chapter 12. So let me get the file. Because the chapter 7 was actually, 12 was done really well in my opinion. So, every position matters, and this is going to be done in 3 turns. You have Nino with her fire right there. And then Isadora just can move wherever. And, man, was I slow at this. Well, everyone is headed towards Nino, because I put her there, because she can 2 range, and she can make it to there. Now, Raven is Oswin's replacement, so I had to move him very accordingly to the 2 brigands. Because he's the only one who can actually kill the brigands, because the Corel is going to have a very important job against... forgot his name. He has a very important job against the boss. So, yeah. So, yeah. I think at the time I was getting dressed for, like, a funeral, I think. Wait, no, I was actually getting in the car to get home from the funeral. I just remembered that. So, I think I had my computer paused for a bit, so I could go get that. And I have to drop Corel right there, because Corel's going to be very important. Corel actually does the perfect amount to 2-round him. He can't actually... it actually takes so much longer for him to go against the... hand axe one. So Canas uses the Flux on the Brigand. Also, if you want to play along, I'll put a link in the description for this LTC, for what patch this LTC is of. I'm sorry, I'm new to recording. This is actually going to be my first video. And then we'll actually move Louise right about there. Because then we can bait out a few people. And Zagon gets 2-rounded by Corel. And Corel cannot 1-round the hand axe one, so it actually is way better to drop Corel by Zagon. Confusing? I wouldn't actually say it was confusing. It was actually probably one of the better plays of this run. And Nino luckily got a crit. Just so you know, I plan on using a different Hero Crest unit, but Nino is great for the beginning. And I'm planning on using Corel and another Guiding Ring unit a lot more than Nino and Priscilla. Harkin and Corel are going to be way more used for combat than Nino and Priscilla, because I actually need to keep their levels low so I don't go to Germ. So then we send... for some reason, I decided to risk the miss. Should have gone with the Iron Sword, because that still would have killed. Then we send Isidore right there. Then we fire the Mercenary with Nino. Then we kill this archer with Louise. Then we iron sword and voila! We killed Zagan with Corel. And that was chapter 2 or 12 in 3 turns.